Good evening, single Black Christians. Good evening to SBC, SBCC, Big and Sexy Lounge, all of our viewers across the internet, and even our YouTube viewers as well. Welcome to tonight's Tuesday Talk, Meeting in the Ladies' Room Part 2. I am your host, Leslie Ruth, out of Birmingham, Alabama, and it's so good to be here tonight to moderate our amazing discussion with 5 amazing women across this United States. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce our other panelists. Hi, y'all. Everyone say hey, hey. Hey. We have Keena from Jackson, Mississippi.
Hello.
One and only from Nashville, Tennessee. We have Tiffany from South Kakalaki.
All right.
And we cannot last, but definitely not least, our California ladies. Over here on the West Coast, we have Kirsten and Joseph.
Hey.
No.
We are so happy to have you ladies here with us this evening for a meeting in the ladies' room. So Jelly said something earlier. She said, when you say ladies' room, is that the bathroom? No. That's not the bathroom. No. We are sitting in a room adjacent to the ladies' room, quote, bathroom. We are sitting on the couches, the chases, at the vanities. We're perfecting perfection. Okay? And we are conversing on the things that come close to our heart. Relationships, being single. Amen?
Amen.
We're here for that, right?
Amen. Say that again.
And so I'm not like Mike. I'm not going to say good evening to everybody. Y'all know what y'all do when you come in somebody's house. You come in someone's fellowship. You speak.
Hey.
Please take y'all's time to speak to one another and to greet one another as you come into this amazing fellowship, and that we have a great night tonight in the meeting in the ladies' room. So, ladies, I'm not going to waste any time here because we only have a few minutes. I want to make sure we all have an opportunity to discuss the topics that are on hand. So, our first topic this evening is something that we all have issue with these days, especially if you are a woman of a certain age and used to being greeted and dealt with in a certain way. And I think we'll go there because we're grown. How should a man approach a woman? I have my own individual complaints, but I want to hear what y'all have to say. What are you expecting from these men in SBC, SBCC, Big and Sexy Lounge? What are you expecting when it comes to them approaching you all?
Okay, can I go first?
Yes, ma'am.
So I was having this discussion with a good friend the other day, and we were talking about how every other creature, the male, is more beautiful and more done up, and they really try to present themselves in the best way possible. More colors, big dances. It's all the animal kingdom, even the insects. They all bring it. The plant bringing it. But in the human race, some of them don't seem to. They didn't get the memo. I don't know. So, and so, I mean, I don't know where we fall short in terms of like, why is it that other creatures, bring it, the male, they bring it because they understand the woman is the prize.
No, I can't hear anything.
So I think she said she can't hear anything. Oh, so they're the prize where it's like we're expected to be the ones. Not saying we're not going to bring it because we're going to try. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying I want you to put your best foot forward.
Right.
And so talk to me like you have some sense. Speak.
So you ladies, men are very let's give them some steps. Okay. Let's not make it vague for them. Just let's say specifics.
Smile.
Oh, okay. Smile.
I don't care what color your teeth are. Smile.
Mm-hmm. I will say use my name. Yes.
You may not know your name.
Yes. Ask me my name. Ask me my name.
My name. Use my name.
Like, hello. Don't say queen. I don't want to hear queen.
No. Don't say it.
Say it.
Look, no, I'm not, because I'm not a queen.
Please, not baby, not honey either.
Yeah, you can treat me like a queen, but don't call me queen. Say, excuse me, what is your name? And then you proceed after with, how are you? Or tell me what brought you here tonight. All, all those lame, lines they've used in the past. But at least start with, ask me my name. I don't want to hear Shawty.
That part.
Because I'm not
red.
Yes, red.
Okay.
Big sexy. Yes, I'm cute and I'm sexy and I'm big and all that, but don't come to me like that. Because I'm a grown woman and I want someone to say my name.
Eye contact, honestly, is a big one.
Yes.
And also, after you get my number, don't text me in the middle of the day asking me WYD.
What you
now? I kind of don't mind that one because that lets me know you think
about that one because
I
you think I'm working. I'm working.
I agree.
Okay, because it's so vague. It's completely vague. You could ask me, do you have plans later? I would love to talk to you later.
Clover says it's okay. He can call me queen. I don't mind. I'm not gonna lie. The queen doesn't bother me, but sometimes it's the extra swag they put on the queen that it doesn't sound sincere.
Right.
Exactly.
So, I guess it depends on how he's saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. That's
it's for me, because there's some men, depending on how they say it, they be like, oh, let me straighten up a little bit,
That is true, because if he's giving you attention, he's already giving you attention. He's giving you eye contact. He's smiling, and he comes up to you and say, "Hey, queen, tell me your name," or whatever. You get, okay, now we're interacting, and I can move on beyond queen to give you my name and so forth. But what you doing? Good morning, queen. All these kind of things. What also makes me feel like you have this little comment in your notes on your phone, and you're copying and pasting it on a whole bunch of different texts.
I watched this. I watched this. Me and my best friend, while I had knee surgery, we watched my brother do this to 7 women. Sit there systematically, text different women the same good morning text, and then follow it up that afternoon. Sweetheart, have you eaten? Because they're not going to ask for food. They just like the fact that you just offered.
Yeah.
It's just generic enough that you can do it with a whole bunch of women, but it pulls you in because you haven't done your due diligence and your research on that person.
Can we go back to? I want to give Leslie a chance to clarify, because Clover said, so you prefer he calls you big, sexy, and not queen. I don't think she understood what you were saying, because that's not what she was saying.
No.
So Leslie, I'm gonna let you go ahead and clarify.
Oh no. I don't prefer either one. I want someone to say my name.
Exactly.
My name, because I want someone to say, "Nice to meet you, Leslie." When I say my name is Leslie, nice to meet you, Leslie, because hearing my name come out of a male mouth and the voice and the deep tone and the you pulling me in.
Yeah,
you pulling me
Bro,
in.
that's unique. I never thought about that. I like that.
Especially in the morning. Good morning, yes.
So we can't get
and then once we get established, then we can move over to pet names and stuff. But start off with my name.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Kate. Yeah, she was just acknowledging.
Yes. So I'll make sure.
And I want to go back.
Kirsten had her hand up.
I'm sorry, KJ.
That's okay. So I had an experience just today. Somebody jumped into my my DM.
Okay.
And the second statement was, "How you doing, baby?" Now look, you don't even know me.
I think she's frozen.
Oh Lord.
But I mean, don't send me virtual hugs.
That was a total turn off. Turn off. And then of course it went into the, can you send me a pic? He's still waiting for me to respond. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Send them a picture of your bills, girl. Send them a picture.
Look, I'm gonna send them a picture of something. It ain't gonna be my bills, but yeah.
A picture of your feet.
I want to go back to Andrea's.
Someone asked me for a pic. I could send him a pic of water and said, "Stop being so thirsty."
I'm stealing it. I'm stealing it, Tina.
Look, I like what Stacey said. Stacey said, "Speak to me like you would want someone to speak to your sister, your mother, or your daughter."
Thank
that's
you.
it.
I mean, that's it. Yes.
But I wanted to kind of go back to Andrea's comment a little while ago where she mentioned having natural conversation.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think
say your intentions. Say your
Right.
intentions. It's very, very rare, but I had and I could count on one hand how many times I've had this happen, and usually it happens in person. Very rarely like through DM or anything, but I've had a man come up to me and say, "Hi, you're very beautiful. I was wondering if we could have tea or coffee at some time and get to know each other." So I was very impressed with the fact that he approached me with, first of all, hello, because it's hard for men to approach women nowadays for whatever reason. But he gave me his intentions. He thought I was beautiful and he wanted to have tea or coffee. That it was right, straight to the point. Boom. He let me know what his intentions were, and I was straight good with that. So yeah, that I would. But the "what are you doing" thing, I agree with. What she said, like. I don't mind them as the WYD because that means that you thinking about me, as long as you ain't sending to about 5 other people. But you could tell. For me, I could tell if they're texting like a bunch of other women at the same time. You know what I mean? Then don't just ask me WYD, what are you doing? And then I tell you, and then there's nothing else after that.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because to me, like you said, WYD, that means you wanted to engage in some type of conversation via text, and I tell you, then I don't hear back from you for another hour. Like, oh, okay, so what was the point of that even you texting me in the first place?
Because just be upfront. Even if you texting somebody, what are you doing? Then say, can we try and plan something? Can we, what is the purpose? Don't just. Just get straight to the point. If you're interested in me, say that you are interested and you want to have some tea.
Thank you. Because what am I doing? The same thing you doing. Minding my business. What do you need, sir? What do you need?
Yeah, I'm a 48-year-old woman and I'm taking care of my house and my parents. What I'm supposed to tell you, man, I'm washing my sink right now. I just got through washing my behind. What am I?
I'm flossing my teeth. What you doing?
Come on,
what you doing?
Come on. Okay, so
we're gonna make our response sound cute.
To play devil's advocate for just a second, with the "what you doing," I don't have a problem with it if that's not your own conversation. If that's not your whole conversation. Right. So, like, if every day you're like, "What you doing?" and then 7 o'clock, "What you doing?" then 8 o'clock, "What you doing?" then I'm kind of like, okay,
that right there, that part.
Well, maybe don't start with WYD. Maybe add something else first, then maybe WYD. No. But don't start with that for me.
But for me, am I well?
Because my thing is, you're gonna say what you're doing. I mean, you're trying to find out if I'm available. To me, to converse.
That's what I would be thinking.
What you're doing should lead to well, hey, can I call you for a minute? I would want that. We ain't gonna be texting each other all day. I can't do that. I have to be able to engage. I need to be able to hear your voice and all your laughter and your smile and your voice. I need to hear all that stuff. So I don't need you to be like, "What you doing?" Oh, okay.
Empty-headed person.
I don't know if he's an empty-headed person, but it just might. And I mean, there are honestly some people in general who just don't have conversations. Like, they don't know how to have small talk, so to speak. So what you're doing.
I think it's fear behind all of it.
But I need you to learn. I need you to learn. I do need you to learn. It doesn't have to be small. It could be you're trying to find out if I'm available to talk. You're trying to find out if I'm available this evening for drinks. Get it to somewhere where there's an in-person or on the phone interaction. This what you're doing, what WYD all day long? No, it don't work.
See, that's where I draw the line with all day long. Like, but if it's just a random text on a random day, and you're like, "Hey, I was thinking about what you doing," that's different than, like I said, being an everyday conversation.
Exactly.
Shake my hand. I like when they shake your hand when they approach you.
Ooh,
but if you take my hand, don't let it be weak. Don't have a limp hand though. If you're gonna take my hand,
you gotta have strong fingers.
Yes, and don't let it be moist. No.
No.
Did you just use the word moist, Jelly?
That's nasty.
Moist.
I didn't say moist. That was Leslie.
You said moist.
That's nasty.
Leslie up there.
Leslie said
The
moist.
man he put hand
That is true though. That's
But
nasty.
the sweaty palm.
If it's hand
But the sweaty
sanitizer,
palm.
But dry your hand off before you come and shake my hand. I need you to have a strong.
You know what? I'm fist bumping. You know, I'm in the fist bump. We not had the pandemic. Who's shaking folks' hands right now?
me.
That is right.
I am. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me cover for
yes.
Leslie.
I'm not.
He put on some hand sanitizer that he wanted to make sure y'all both was good.
I know that, but still,
Keena, I want him to take my hand. Okay, I need to feel that. I want.
But that's also you can show as an opportunity for him trying to touch. He's trying to connect with you.
I'd rather you hug
my
me.
hand.
Hug. No, approach you with a hug.
Oh no!
Just let him.
Your
No.
first time meeting? Approach
Not
with
the
a hug,
first, not my
really?
first. Like if I have not
Like my
had
first
any conversation.
encounter.
Wait a minute. If I've not had any conversation with you and we just met, then no, don't. You're not invited to my personal space. But if we
Right.
converse for like a week or two over here, then we meet in person. I don't mind a hug.
So show us how you let him know you want that hug. Show us what you gonna do.
No, it's just a simple. I mean, like it's a natural
Is it
thing. Like
church
I
hug
can't
or is
believe.
it real
Wait,
hug?
look,
Is it a bear hug or a church hug?
What kind of hug you looking for, Tiffany?
No.
I mean,
Outside,
we
Baptist hug?
It depends on the dialogue that got no.
You know how
It
you
depends
lean
on the
in.
dialogue that got us to the
want
day.
that
It depends on the
squeeze
dialogue.
You want a church hug?
We all run women here, and you know how you lean in just a little bit, and you try to rub
What
against.
are you trying to get that?
Be quiet,
Y'all
Leslie,
talking about
stop.
giving that church hug?
We ain't
I
talking
want
about
church
church
hug.
hug.
Oh, okay. I was
This
just
is what I'm
wondering.
trying to explain.
We ain't talking
But
about
you
church
cannot
hug.
lead up. You cannot give them the mountaintop.
We don't.
Tiffany.
No, what
How
I was
want a
saying.
hug, girl.
No. What I was saying is like if you've had like a month of conversation before you met, and it's been an amazing conversation, it's not going to be a church hug. But if I only talk to you in 2 conversations, then we met and we go to leave, and you're like, "Oh, let me give you a hug," it's going to be a church hug type thing.
So you want him to say,
So it just depends on what leads up to that day.
There are 2 different types of hugs, y'all. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're grown women, okay?
Mm-hmm.
One is the church hug where you basically are wrapping your arm, you're side by side. We don't pat people on the back. I had some older folk. No, don't pat me on the back like I'm a dog.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna hug. We're gonna rub the back up and down just a little bit.
No, rub the back.
We're gonna rub.
It's really a hover. It's a hover.
It's a hover. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We got moist hands and we rub it back. Okay.
Another hug is when you come. You know what? It's 3 hugs. You got the side hug, then you got the hug where the slight tilt, lean in.
Lean in. That's right. Lean in.
One side of your chest may rub up against this side
Put your boob in it.
Okay. And the other hug is straight, all double D's at the person.
Boom.
Boom. Okay. That's
Boom.
3 hugs. 3 hugs.
Now a man's man is gonna want that double D hug. If he's coming in, he wants to touch.
Yes, I know.
I mean, I want to
He wants to squeeze
until like when Tiffany say you got to have invested some time in that.
No, we messing with Mike's nerves. We mess with Mike's nerves.
We talked about. Okay, let's move on to the next topic.
The next topic.
We don't want the executive producer to have a heart attack and just start having some issues over there.
So wait
a minute, y'all. All we gave him was eye contact, hugs, and use the name.
Ask our name.
Be assertive. Just
be
say
human.
I like it.
Be assertive.
Yes, and seek actual engagement. Like talk to someone. You ready to
have a true conversation?
Yes, it has what you're doing need to be leading to something more than just another what you're doing.
I'm with Tyler. We ain't doing to rub your back. If it's welcome to our church, don't rub my back.
Okay.
Jelly's still on this hug. We are.
Jelly, if
So
when I come meet you, I'm just pat you on top of your head.
No, you. I'm saying you. We're talking about we just met them.
But you're doing the church hug.
The church hug is just.
I don't do the padding. I just don't do the padding.
Welcome to my church.
But you know,
because you can't pat elderly people. That's the elderly people don't do.
No, this is like my hand, just right here. Welcome to my church.
Oh, that's too. Oh, that's face to face.
Welcome, sister.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic now, because you know we'll go in about this stuff. Okay, so ladies, hold on. Let me see if we have more comments before we move on.
It's comments about the hugs. That's why I was talking.
Okay, a side hug is good. Okay, depends on how long we've been talking and how the vibe is between us. And we're both feeling it. I want my teddy bear. She wants teddy bear hug. All right, teddy bear hug. Come on, bring it. Don't be shy.
Bring it in.
She said, don't be shy.
I'm with you, Sapphire. I love me a good hug. Okay, a hug does something for you. It releases endorphins.
He's a stranger.
It was a good, juicy teddy bear type of man. I want all my hugs.
She said,
we're gonna be double D to double D. Okay.
Okay, double D double me.
I didn't say that.
Oh, I said that.
That was you this time. That was you. That's me this time. That was you.
We are in the ladies' room.
That was you.
Okay. All right, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Exactly. Make sure if you want to see this episode of Meeting in the Ladies' Room at another time, or share it.
What y'all talking about?
Or share it with your friends. Like, subscribe, and share. Go to YouTube, Mike's Treehouse SBC. Isn't that right? Yeah, Mike Walker. No, Mike Walker SBC. The link is somewhere. The executive producer will share the link in just a moment. But share it with your friends. Share it on your Facebook page, your Twitter, and on whatever. Share it. Okay? Let the world know we mean. Next, ladies. When was your last organic relationship?
I was wondering
what is that? What is
that?
Define
that.
I want me to go look it up.
I was gonna say for me, it means
it feels a little gentrified to me. It feels just
no, it's not. Like I was gonna say, organic relationship to me is it literally just manifests itself. Like it's nobody trying to force it. Nobody like, oh, well, I want to date you. I think you my wife. You the one I want to talk to. Or the girl's not like, oh, you got everything I like. I want to be with you. You gonna be my baby daddy. You know, so it's just kind of like a natural flow into a relationship.
So let me ask a question. Can that happen if with somebody that you've met, like say online, or somebody that or is this happening with somebody that maybe you've known, a coworker or something?
I'm hearing an echo.
That echo.
So when I think of organic, just like Tia just stated in the comment, it happens naturally. It is not forced. It is not where you're out there searching and intentionally looking. You encounter someone and you just discover that you have this attraction to one another, or that you kind of are able to engage with one another naturally. And it's not where you are, like you were saying earlier. What am I doing?
Somebody's got the as well as that's where the echo's coming from.
Everyone mute for a moment. We're going to figure out what's going on with the echo.
Okay.
All right. Is everyone muted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's cut back. Keena, come on. Jelly, come on. Josette, come on. Tiffany, come on.
Yeah.
Kirsten, come on. I don't hear it.
Is it me? Maybe I need to go out and come back in then.
Do you have a Bluetooth device? Do you have a Bluetooth device?
Do you have Facebook open?
Yes, I have Facebook.
Okay. Or mute Facebook on your phone.
Okay.
I think we're good now.
Okay, hello. Is it me?
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. We'll keep it going. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate that. I want her to back. But like I was saying, something that it just happens naturally. You just, you're engaging with someone, you're being friendly, you're hanging out, and you just discover that y'all really like each other, and you weren't looking for one another. It just kind of happened. And then next thing you know, you're in a relationship and you just go on about your business. It may last, it may not last. We don't know. You may be in it. You may be in one now, and you just don't know where it's leading right now. So, tell me about if y'all had that experience and how was it?
I'm currently having that experience, and
yeah, me too.
Anyway, so it's been cool, and it kind of happened like that. Like it started out just as a casual conversation that just built on itself over time, and the two of us, I mean, like we found that we had a lot of things in common. A lot of our uncommon things complement each other. And so it just kind of flowed into that. So it wasn't like, oh, I want to date you, you want to date me, let's do this. It just happened. And for me, I think those are the best relationships because it's built on like a foundation of a solid friendship before it even gets there. But it's not like, oh, we've been friends for 4 years now, so now I got to date you. Or, okay, I've talked to you for 6 months, now I got to date you. It's just, we flowed into this place that now we function well. So that's easy. It's hard to explain.
What is it now?
You function well.
Mm-hmm. I love that. That's so sweet.
We love that you're experiencing that, Tiffany.
I know. So
thank you so much.
and we're not. And some organic, and I'm thankful that it's working for her, and I'm hoping it moves further and further, and we'll see about the testimony coming. We'll never know how that. But I remember meeting someone and we connected really well as friends, and it just felt organic. It just felt like the friendship was there and all of that, and then we connected. But the only thing that was different was that what we wanted in relationship was not the same. In other words, what type of relationship we wanted was not the same. Even though the friendship was so organic and the relationship seemed organic as well, but we knew the end, basically where it was going to lead was not the same. He never wanted to be married again. I want to be married one day. So that even though it felt so right, we both knew that the end goal was not the same. And so so we just became friends and just left it at that. And it evolved to a beautiful friendship. And so sometimes it happens and you end up being on the same journey, the same road together. And sometimes it doesn't. And then just let it become just a friendship. But for me, that was really organic. And it gave me, and I love how God works, because sometimes God will give you a glimmer or just an idea of what he wants for you and what it looks like and what it feels like. So now I know what it looks like, it feels like, but I was smart enough and I let myself realize that it was not the right person. Because sometimes we're trying to hang on and crab us and make it work. It's hurting each other. And so we were able to walk away from one another and still maintain the friendship, but realize that I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. So now who's next? Who's going to be the person? Because I know what God has me looking for. Because often we walk around don't even know that. We're like, what am I looking for? I don't even know what I'm looking for. I know what it look like. I know what it feel like.
But Leslie, I have to agree with you when you mentioned that sometimes God gives us glimpses into those things. Because I can think back over a few relationships I've had where it's been like one component that I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. Yes. And then, the rest of the foundation is just crumbling. But it's that one little piece, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. And then the next time you might experience something different. Or the next time you might experience something different. But then you get to a point where you start to see all of these things collectively in the same relationship.
Exactly.
And that's to me when I feel like you have that aha moment, like, oh, these things are real. Okay. So, collectively they're great. And I think that, you know, with the organic piece of it and kind of what we're talking about, it's when you have those things occur in an organic relationship, then I think you can trust your feelings and your instincts a little bit better too, because it's not, oh my gosh, so somebody did this and I really loved it, so let me just gravitate over here. It's more of, okay, well, I see actions and words that are backing up what I'm seeing and additional things. So that's just kind of my thought process.
Oh, well, let's hold on. I want to read what Sapphire was saying. She said, I thought I was in an organic relationship when I was married to my ex, only to find out it was a processed marriage going through the grinder.
Oh.
So to speak. She said, but I'm not giving up to find that true organic partner that doesn't come with so many different ingredients. I like
I like that. I like
she
that.
put that very well. She put
and
that
I'm glad
well.
that you're not.
nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not giving up, because, like you said, like this is just you had an idea of what it can look like, and then you know what something's not right. You know,
That's true.
and you know you need to move on from it, but you still have hope. We gotta still have hope, ladies. We can't give up. You can't give up. Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts, comments?
I was just thinking that I had a relationship many, many years ago, right after I divorced. And it's like we just got along just so well. And we had the time of our lives. But there's a but. But I could not deal with his family. His family was it was a family of addiction.
Oh no.
And I was like, I can't do that. I can't live that way. And so we parted as friends. And we're still friends to this day. Like, his father just died and Friday, and he was like, we're just talking, and it's probably been my best relationship, because he knows he knows me in a way that no one else knows me. He knows all the negative stuff, all the positive stuff, and he's still okay with me. But it's his family. It's that I said that's the part that I could never. I could never. I mean, because he moved to Maine because his family is very toxic.
Oh man!
So he left the family.
He left the family, and now he's gotten back down.
And you didn't want to go with him?
Yeah, I was gonna say he should have took you with him.
Kina, nobody knows.
Kina said she don't have anything in her wardrobe for May and winters.
What you say, Tiffany?
I said Kina said she don't have anything in her wardrobe for May and winters.
That's right.
He would have bought it. He would have bought it.
Kina, you made him sound like your person.
I know.
And he's back here in Mississippi. He's like, I may have to stay here, and deal with some business, and just not be, in that small town. I said, he's like, do you mind if I stop by this week?
This weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, come on, Kina.
I mean, he's one of the good ones. He's one of the. I remember we went down to the coast one time, and my car broke down. We took my car, and he was like, "No, the car broke down." He ran the car, went and got his car. He's like, "This is what we're going to do. You got to get to work every day. You take my car."
He's a provider. He's a protector. Girl, you got me right.
We'll drive my car until they fix your car, and we'll drive back down to the coast to get your car.
Did you see what Jenna said? Get your boo.
Get your
Yes.
Get your boo, Kina. Get your boo.
You never know what God will give you strength to endure and deal with.
You never know.
And the way you lit up, I have never seen you light up like that.
I know, right?
And I've talked to you after dates. You ain't never got you glistening. You ain't
Look
glowing.
at
You
blushing right now. She blushing
what does
right
that say?
now.
Shoot your shots, sis.
Girl, we're gonna pray in the after party about this with Kina.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But Kina, But Keena, you said something else that kind of goes with the organic relationship topic as well. Is you said he knows the positives about you and a lot of the negatives about you, and he accepts them both.
He knows
And
the
I
real
think that
you.
is critical.
India
That is critical.
He knows the
Like, to
real
me, that's
you.
critical.
He accepts.
No, you know what? Get this one. Let's get this. You know what?
Keena about to get up and walk away. Sit down. Now, sit down.
He's shining like new money.
He said new money, like brand,
New
like
money.
new money. Yes, she glowing. Go for it, kid. Girl, you see all this encouragement in your comments, girl.
We here for it, girl.
I want everybody to come in the after party, and we're gonna pray over Keena in this opportunity. Because we want you to have clarity. Because something we have to realize, we gotta have clarity and we gotta have peace.
That's true. I mean, and it's funny how, but what I really appreciate is the fact that you, I mean, even if it ends up, I want more for you though, but just the fact of having an organic relationship where the person sees you can be safe. They're safe for you to be the real you with no judgment, and you feel safe.
It's trust.
Yes.
It's trust.
And you can trust to be your authentic self. And I think that's huge too, because a lot of people, we say, oh, I feel like I can trust this person with information, but can you really trust them for you to be your authentic self?
Exactly. Yeah. True vulnerability.
Being able to be vulnerable.
That's it.
And that was what I was going to say too about the organic relationship. I've never heard that terminology before though, but when you could really become vulnerable around that other person, and that, I think that's when you could tell that it's a real organic relationship. And when you guys can, for me, is when you can do projects together and you just mesh well together. Like, and so I'm with Tiffany. I'm experiencing that right now. But when you can do like we experienced doing projects together, and it's like, okay, I can hand you the hammer and the nails, and you fix the, like I'm not gonna give you a flathead when you need a tool, you gotta know your screwdrivers. You know what I'm saying?
You better build with that man,
girl. Yes.
When y'all could do projects together, like, don't try to hit the. Yeah, just be. Come on, y'all. Somebody help.
I mean, it's just being people with people. It's like, because I know for me, like, I can laugh, I can be goofy, Tiffany. If there's something major going on and I need to have a serious conversation, I can do that. It's like I feel like I can be me 100%. And we have little nuances about us that the other one might be like, but at the same time, it's like everything else kind of overshadows it, and we just have a good time. Like, we're able, like,
understanding. It sounds like that agape. I choose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see all the ugly and all the whatever, but I still choose you.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. He just called me on my stuff. He was like, you know what?
That's another thing.
Everybody needs a sermon from you every time I do something. Not everybody needs your SOP every time I do something. Sometimes I just want you to listen.
Yeah.
And I had to take that in.
I like him, but I say, so naked. Somebody said naked unashamed. That's what I'm saying.
And that is
naked and
unashamed. That's vulnerability at its rawest. Naked and unashamed. Okay. All right, y'all.
I felt that in my shanana. Yes.
Hello, shanana. Okay. Hey. All right. Hey, Stacy has a question. Are these organic relationships met through social media or dating sites, or were they met face to face, out and about? She's just curious.
Anywhere.
Elliot, his name is Elliot.
We got names.
We can run our names. Okay.
I met him on Black Planet.
She done went
Existence at 15, 20 years. What you talking about?
Yes. That's how long. It was like 2008.
Okay.
What is Ron talking about? I always look like this.
Girl, Ron, don't worry about Ron.
Hey,
really?
Go ahead, Keena.
Love you, boo.
Okay, hold on. Let's because we got 2 more topics we're gonna get to real quick.
For
Keena
real.
has met Elliot. All the women who are in the prayer warriors lift Elliot up and pray for peace and clarity.
And bring him down on Keena's front door with the right
name of Jesus.
Yes.
Tiffany, how did you meet your organic relationship person?
So we actually did meet on social media. Had a couple conversations. Actually had about maybe 3 or 4 weeks of conversations before we met in person.
Okay.
And met in person, had an amazing first date that wasn't filled with a lot of distractions. It was a lot of conversation, just getting to know each other. And I love people watching. So we got the opportunity to people watch, which kind of led us into each other's sense of humor a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it just grew. Like conversations have developed over time. I mean, like I said, our likes, our dislikes, just a lot of things just flow. Like it just flows. And like I can be 100% Tiffany and he can be 100% him. And we're good to go.
All right. Jose, how'd you meet your beau? Your boo?
I met him through Facebook dating icon. You know, yeah, I met him through Facebook dating. And it was, I mean, we didn't even have like really a first date like out to dinner date until maybe a month or 2 after. We just spent a lot of casual time together. We just like, he likes the barbecue and I like to make the side dishes, and that was what we did for a couple of months. So yeah, it was, and plus he travels a lot for his job, so it's like 2 weeks home, and then so when he's away, we had plenty of time to talk, to get to know each other. So when we were around each other, we just naturally meshed together, and I think he just put the final test on it when he had me work some projects with him, and we had to repair some stuff around his house, and I had to hold the screwdriver and all that kind of stuff. But
yes,
I mean, hey, it was fun though, because I knew what to do, so it was cool.
Yes, help me. Yes.
So I don't want to mispronounce her name, so I'm gonna say Messina. It may be something different. She asked, "What do you do to meet other people?" I do not know where to go. And I think you have to mix it up. Because if you are patient enough to deal with the dating sites, but there's different ways of operating in both spaces. I think you can do the dating sites. It gives you more access to people that are not in your realm of where you often go. Like it's not in your grocery store, not at your gas station, not at your drinking places where you go to eat and all that kind of stuff. You may meet people that's outside of your circle or places you usually visit or go. And then I think we have to kind of find places to go to be a little bit more in our city, go to the park, go to, when you're at the grocery store, so just stick it to your list in your phone and putting your AirPods in and you walking around like I always do. Look up.
Yes, and listen. Yes.
Look up at who's around you in these places you go and smile. Hey, what we were saying earlier. Eye contact, smile at folks. Now, you may not get his attention the first time you see him in that bread section or on that produce aisle, but if he see you the next week in that same area, like, hey, she smiled at me last week, or I keep seeing her, and you go in there, you may have some heels on that day. You're not sitting there with your jogging suit on and your hat on. You come in there because you about to go to church. You said, I'm going to go in here and get this something real quick before I go to church, and he see you sashaying down that cereal aisle. You're like, hey lady, what's your name? So I think you have to be in different places and interact. Just like we want them to interact with us, we need to interact with them.
Yes.
Be present where you are. Don't just be to yourself. Even if you're eating in a restaurant by yourself, engage with the crowd around you. People just sit, just smile.
Be a people watcher.
Be a people watcher.
Because
it's nothing wrong with
that right person. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nothing wrong with talking to people in line with you. At the grocery. Hey, how you doing? What you gonna cook with that? You know what I'm saying? Yep. Talk. Engage with people, because it may not be the person you're talking to, but the person in the next aisle say, you know what? She is funny and she is nice, and I just saw her smile. Let me get her number before she gets to her car. You never know. Anybody else?
Mike said just tap him on the shoulder.
Okay. All right.
I I think Josette got her hand up.
Oh, sorry, Josette.
I was just gonna say, be involved and engaged in things that you like to do. For me, I like to volunteer at a lot of different places. I volunteered a lot of different functions, and if they're volunteering too, it kind of says you have that same heart to be able to be giving to others, you know. So I belong to like a lot of different fellowships where we be of service. Like I'm part of the whole clean and sober recovery world, so I'm very active in all those different kind of fellowships and barbecues and camp outs and all that kind of stuff. I'm always volunteering. Like at my kids' school, I would volunteer at their school, until they told me don't come up there no more. But there's all kind of different places. You go volunteer at the zoo. You could go to the veterans, whatever it is, and just volunteer. And you meet some really amazing, good-hearted people. And I would say that it's better for me. My opinion was better to meet somebody online and be able to peer into their Facebook account and see what kind of person they are and check their profile out. And then that way I know what I'm dealing with. Because I'm not kidding you. I done seen some men put some boohoo mask on, and but if I go to scroll through your profile and I see you smoking big weed and you drinking all the time and I ain't see you with no work vest on, then you probably ain't my kind of dude. You get what I'm saying?
Hello.
So that little glimpse into their life lets me know what kind of person it is. So that's where I'm at. So you want to talk about the dating sites? I was addicted for quite a while. And I'm gonna just leave that right there.
So
I would like to know where to meet.
Oh no, I was gonna say when it comes to like the dating sites and Facebook dating and all of these different things, I think we live in such a culture now where we're so quick to be like, oh, I don't like the way his glasses look, swipe left. Oh, I don't like the background, swipe right. And we have this swipe culture and this quick like 5-second glance culture. But I think it's worth it. Like if there's something in the actual writing of this profile that interests you, have a conversation. And so, and I say that to say, if you're out walking around in the park or in the grocery store or whatever, don't always look for your list. Because I think a lot of times we get glued right there and we miss so many opportunities. And it's just because we're like, oh, he's my height. He's not tall enough. Oh, well, he wears orange. I don't like that shirt. Or, oh, I don't like his haircut. We get that nitpicky. And as a woman, I own that. We get that nitpicky. But, we have to understand that the brothers, they got their own personalities just like we have our own personalities. So what are you willing to engage? Not necessarily saying you got to go home with it. Not necessarily saying you got to have 15 conversations with it. But what are you willing to engage? I think that's a better question than I think that's a better angle.
Some people are meeting people in the after parties and the Saturday night SBC, SBCC, and the Big and Sexy Lounge socials.
That is true.
Yeah, we got marriages out there.
We got marriages that come out of an after party.
Wow,
that's right.
That's true.
But brothers, please come out to these after parties and stuff too. We want a mix of people. So.
Yes, Sapphire. You need to do your.
I want to say, don't be afraid, gentlemen.
Yes.
Sorry,
go ahead,
I was going to just say real quick, gentlemen, don't be afraid to go into somebody's DM. Don't be afraid. We're not as aggressive or as hard or as whatever you seem to think that us as women are. We're kind. We're sweet. We might not take a whole lot of stuff, but take the opportunity to check us out. If we come into your DM, answer. If you're not interested, just say you're not interested. But don't just dismiss us and then you wonder why us as women don't want to approach you. Seriously.
Can we talk about DM etiquette? Be honest with us
and yeah, that part. On that part,
just, yes. I think say so. I appreciate the teddy bears and the roses and all that. That's cute, but say something.
I don't want
Right.
the teddy bear comes with a here's a hug for you, and I've never talked to you before. I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
You know,
Somebody went into my DM.
That's why I said
with a whole blue song.
With a what?
But that's why I say with the DM, start with your name.
With a what?
With a what, Kena?
With a whole blues song. Martin C's Candy Liquor.
Ooh, are you serious?
I'm serious.
Tiffany, she said he came into her DM with a link to the song "Candy Liquor" by Marvin Cease.
He made
I don't know the song, but I imagine
he made a
video memo.
It's called Candy Liquor for a reason, Tiffany.
I got the context clues from it, but I don't think I want to know. My grandmama told me don't ask questions I don't want to know the answer to, so I'm not gonna ask questions.
If you don't know that,
Tiffany.
Is he ever gonna say anything?
No.
Kim, did you press play?
I sure did.
That could have been a scam. That could have been a link. That could have been a link to get your Facebook profile.
Girl, it probably would. You better make sure go change your password real quick.
Thank you. He could be trying to get your Facebook profile.
I'm like, this is crazy.
But Jelly, going with the DM etiquette again, you have my name. Hey Tiffany. It's not hard. Hey, first name. How are you doing? How's your day? Not what church do you go to? Where do you worship? What I mean, why is that the second question?
I ain't gonna tell you what church I go to, so you can come and stalk me.
That actually happened to me one time. That actually happened to me one time. Like, oh, hello, Tiffany. You know, I saw you in the group, and you were so beautiful, and yada yada yada. You know, I want to be friends with you. Will you be friends with me? Where do you worship? And I was like, this is like the most random greeting.
You are not about to disturb my peace in my sanctuary.
At my job either. At my job.
Exactly. Approach me as if you're approaching me in person. Don't say, because I mean, would you walk up to me with some strange pictures and cards and stuff your first time meeting me? No.
I don't know.
It's hello, so and so. It's simple. It's hello, so and so. How are you doing? I saw your profile in the SBCC group. I thought I wanted to stop by and say hello. And then let it go.
And then don't just send a friend request.
I have a quick question.
That's the other thing. Do not send friend requests before you actually have a conversation. The way I think about that is, imagine you coming to knock on my door and we never had a conversation. And am I supposed to let you in my house? You're a stranger.
No.
So it's the same thing to me as sending a friend request. If you send a friend request, that's me letting you in my Facebook house if I choose to accept it. But if I don't have any conversation with you, I have no reason to let you in my Facebook house.
Exactly.
So that's how I look at it.
Right.
And I got a quota. I need to have a particular level of number of mutual friends before I even let you into Facebook. I'm like, no. I mean,
that's like my house.
It's like if I have a gathering at my house and you come with somebody, I need to know who you coming in my house with, so I can associate you with somebody. So if I have no mutual friends with you, I can't associate you with nobody. You know, get off my front porch.
Okay.
Yes.
What question? What is
hug emojis?
Now is the only one to text.
Hug emojis in your profile picture, like.
or don't ask me to send you pictures. If you're looking at if you see my profile picture, you know
what I look like.
Exactly.
Now, if you heard a birdie that said that the reason why they want those pictures are for not kosher or
tell the truth. Just say it out.
What you saying, girl?
Just say it.
It's just not for. It's for non-biblical
reasons.
single sex. That's what they want for single sex purposes.
Oh,
You
okay.
talking about self-pleasure?
Yes. Yes.
It's a real term of masturbation. That's what the term is. It's a politically correct term. We'll throw that out there. Go ahead.
It's after 9 o'clock.
I'm saying,
It's a real term.
43 Jackson, Mississippi. Say, girl.
Say what you mean what you say. But my thing is that you have people who are sending you messages, and then you go and say, well, let me figure out who this is. And then you go and start looking at their profile pictures, and every profile picture is a picture of a car, a motorcycle, a horse, some anime character. It's like, who are you?
Who are you?
You can't even see who you are because no picture in your profile album even shows who you are. And you want me to respond to that? No, sir.
Yeah, that's pretty important. What it is the person has access to seeing your profile. Because to me,
and the
if
people
you have
and
no
the other
pictures,
people in there.
If you have no pictures of yourself, because I go through a man's profile and I'm like, there's no pictures of you. Either you have a self-esteem issue or it's a fake profile. I mean, something is not right when you don't have your own pictures.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he gonna use your pic. He can use your profile. Don't ask me for extra pics to come to the party.
Hello.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the part I don't understand. I'm like, you're like, oh, I want to see what you look like, dude. Here's my profile picture that you clicked on to get to me. All you got to do is go back to the profile, click on the picture, and the rest of the profile pictures there too.
Or if you want to be respectful, we can have a video chat through Facebook, and you can see what I look like. If he's being respectful, not
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not give me a show. No, I'm talking about
because I don't accept video calls from folks I know. Why are you calling me on Messenger or Instagram? You know me. Just call me. Like, why are we doing this?
This too, like she said, they might be trying to get
ignore the FaceTime.
Liz.
Angela has a really good point. Angela has a really good point.
They may also be creating other profile. Oh yeah, with your pictures.
And that's why you don't let random people into your
and that's why you don't send the pics.
Yeah, but then also too, be careful with clicking on. Yep, or be careful with clicking on links as well. Because like people send you messages and say, "Oh, I have a special message for you," and if this is completely out of norm with this person, don't click on the links.
Okay, so how soon should we video
chat? How soon should you video chat? As soon as possible.
You about 5 or 6 times.
As soon as possible.
So for me, I was gonna say for me, I had about 3 conversations, and then I was like, "Hey, let's do a virtual meeting."
I want my first one to be virtual because I'm not even trying to get attached to your conversation. Let me see. Talk to me virtually.
Yeah.
No, I want to be able to talk to you because I want you to feel. Because I want to feel comfortable. I want you to feel comfortable. I want me to feel comfortable to establish a dialogue. Not saying it's gotta be deep, but just a dialogue. So now when we video chat, it's not like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Now you got a couple of things that you can talk about along the way.
Right.
Okay. I've also used the app Marco Polo to try to engage with people because sometimes you may not always be, when you're busy people, sometimes you're not always available at the same time. So I just want to drop a little Marco Polo. Hey, thinking about you. How you doing? Hope your day is going well. You want to look cute because you want to do it after you'd already done your situation. And you like, hey, how you doing? I was thinking about you. And then you leave your little cute little message. You had the lights dimmed and the candles in the background, and you can have some music playing in the background. Just leave a little message.
Okay,
we doing all that on Marco Polo.
Say it again, Leslie. How'd you say how you doing? Say it again.
How you doing? Hello. Hey, what you doing?
She put a little Bruno Mars on that. What you doing?
What you doing? Where you at?
Where you at?
I mean, it's it's just another option because if you don't want to FaceTime, you don't want to do the WhatsApp and the Hangout and all that stuff. Sometimes it's just dropping a little video message real quick. Hey, I'm thinking about you. And you can keep it moving and they can respond and all that stuff. And then the time it connects to me. It's ways I like to find ways to connect.
Yes.
Because before I meet you in person, I want to at least feel a little bit of connection. I don't want it to be just so like we ain't talked.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to figure out how to even converse with you because we ain't really talked. We had all these opportunities to talk with one another and share, and we didn't. And now here we are in person, just trying to fill silence.
And he has no sense of humor.
And that's why I think it's
right.
But that's why I think it's important to have a few conversations before you video chat, so it's not just awkward.
That's why it's important for me. That's why it's important for me to go ahead and have that video convo right away. So I already know. You dry, don't let me redeem my time. Why we wasting more time here?
Okay.
But look, everybody's different. Everyone's different. You know how you want to flow. And then you're hoping they'll fall in line, and they probably hoping you'll fall in line. So just go with the flow because everyone's different. Somebody may want to talk a little bit, then they video chat. Some people want to video chat. However, just do what is right for you. And then keep it flowing.
I'm just saying.
I wanted to go back.
I thought KJ had her hand up though.
Oh, go ahead, KJ. I'm sorry, Randy.
No, I ran into a situation recently, or not so recently, where the gentleman all he wanted to do was text. He didn't want to have phone conversations. All he wanted to do was text. Man, what's up with that? What's up with the texting where you don't want to have a conversation?
Married with somebody.
No, he wasn't married.
He lived with somebody.
He wasn't married. He was a pastor. And I even went to his church. He had very controlling issues that the reason why he wasn't married. He had some serious issues. I refused to be a part of it. But
see, when I've
seen it. I've seen conversations about it a lot.
Yeah, sometimes when I think when someone only wants to text, is like they want to, like you said, controlling. They want to engage with you in a I just lost my thought. Basically, to me, the reason I think they're married or they're with somebody because they're trying to keep other people out of the conversation.
They're trying to keep you hidden.
Overhearing and knowing what's going on. They don't want you hearing what's going on in the background or wherever they are, which is at home with a woman and some children or whatever in the background. They're trying to control the narrative, control what's going on in their life. And I think, to me, it's like if you can't text me, you calling me, I call. No, this is it. You were texting, and the conversation gets so good. Let me call you because I need to say this out loud.
Yes.
And you don't answer. And then you don't
answer. Exactly. Yep. But then you text me back.
Shut it down.
I knew one. He's a bishop, but he'll only call when he in a car. But outside the car, that's text. That's why I kind of go I'm not. Come on now.
Every time they call you, they're in
the line go dead. Oh, you pulled up at your house.
That's it. Yeah. When they pull up at their house, all right, man. I'm gonna talk to you later. Like, hold up. If you live by yourself and this your house, and you didn't pull up, I'm thinking you finna go inside and come. We finna really talk.
Exactly.
In the driveway. Somebody inside that house. Bye. Shut it down.
So somebody posted something a minute ago on the comment. I was gonna say there's a comment about we were talking about profiles. Somebody posted something about a profile where all of the friends are females for the men. Like there it is. So it says, but what irks me is when you look at a man's profile, he has all the women with only a few females. The first thing that comes to mind is he ain't looking for anything serious since he has all those females. Almost like he has a little black book keeping names and numbers.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel that way about that?
He probably has two profiles. One for the real life and one for this prowling, lifestyle that they have going on. And I like Venus actually. What about men who don't smile in their online pics?
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I don't like it. I need to see you have
That's
Some
why I
joy.
want a video. I want to see if you got teeth.
I need to see if you have teeth.
That too. I need to see. I didn't know you have teeth. I need to know that you. I don't do gold teeth. I'm sorry. I don't do that. I don't want to see
At
grills.
all.
Says she don't do gold teeth.
I need to see that you have some joy in your life. Something made you smile.
Yes.
And you have this scowl on every picture. I know, man, you want to look hard. You want all that kind of stuff.
You can't be hard at breakfast.
You said what?
You can't be hard at breakfast. Nobody's hard over toast.
Some people are.
Ain't nobody hard over no waffle.
Like, give me my strawberry food. No.
I don't get it. I can see you have a couple, you trying to be,
Not Mr. T.
You got the head tilt, like, what's up?
No, not moist toy. No moist. Why y'all like that word so
Who
much?
got moist? Y'all, we done had moist hands. We done had double D hugs and moist toast tonight. What else is going on?
We're doing it.
Those double D hugs sound moist.
I can't.
No gold.
Okay. All right,
No
y'all.
gold teeth,
What if it's a
silver
line
teeth.
tooth, Leslie?
No
What if it's
line.
not the whole.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm looking through the comment. Hold on. Is it like the hiding? She said like the hiding some. I need some pearly. She said she needs some pearly whites too. Venus said the same thing. Looking, acting hard isn't always cute or attractive. Yes, it's
not.
I agree.
Some women complain
Hold on.
about
Who
the
is
same thing.
Rod said, so women complain about the same things men complain about.
We really do.
We really do.
I think we do. I honestly think we do.
We are more in agreement about so many things than we are in disagreement about. So why can't we come together and love each other?
Exactly.
Why can't we come together and engage and be with one another? Why can't we work this out?
We can in the after parties and on Saturday nights.
I sure
I
can.
Jelly.
I was going to agree with Jelly on that because, but this is the thing. This is another plug for the after parties. So you know how people are like, oh, everybody's in the comments like, oh, are there any single men? Are there any single women? Everybody's just going back and forth. I'm like, if everybody would come to the after parties, think about it. It's like we're in a big mall or a big grocery store, and you can watch this person's interactions to see if you're even interested in them before you even DM them. You don't have to take a shot in the dark. You can come and sit back and watch.
And you can be so private about it because if you really want to engage with them in that format, you can reach out to our executive producer, Mike Walker, and he can put you in a little breakout room.
And nobody would know.
And no one will.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. No one will ever know.
And Kirsten?
Okay,
and also, I am a moderator in SBC, and we have had. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And we have had a huge surge. I mean, a huge surge of people that's been coming in. I'm talking 20 and 30 people a day. So they coming in, men and women. I'm good looking people too. Y'all come on to the after party. Come and check it out.
And it's the holiday now. If you work this right, you might have you a good date by New Year's Eve.
Okay, and also with the after party, look at the women that are in on this panel right now. The women on this panel are finding love because we've been honing our skills in the after party, not staying in our little bubbles. So we've been able to talk to other singles and get advice on what we're doing right and on what we're doing wrong. And that is imperative.
It is. Now, I am not honing love yet. I'm open.
I'm open. I'm single. So let's do this. Let's do this properly, ladies, before we close, because it is way beyond the hour.
Mike said, "Take your time, Leslie."
I keep saying take my time. Okay, we're praising Lord, but we're gonna do this.
Leslie, real quick, address the comment from Katrina because that might help a few people.
When is the next after party, Katrina? Oh, I'm glad you asked, baby. The next after party will be this evening. Once we close out on this amazing meeting with the ladies' room, we about 10-15 minutes after this ends, you will see a link in your group, whatever group you're in, SBC, SBCC, Single Black Christians, Single Black Christian Connections, or Big and Sexy Lounge, you will see a link with the imagery at the end about the after party, and you will click on that Zoom link. It's a Zoom link, okay? Because it's not in Facebook, it's in Zoom. So you will see that with the image after party social, and you'll see about 10 or 15 minutes after we close out on our meeting that we're having this evening. So make sure you look for that, Katrina, okay?
And we do them on Saturdays too. It's Saturday social. So look. So
Saturday social starts at what, 9 Central, right?
Mm-hmm.
9 p.m. Central is when the Saturday night social will start. Tonight's social, it will start whenever we finish, and it will end about midnight Central time. Mm-hmm. Even the one on Saturday, it'll go until the last person has there's no one left to fall asleep. So, and a lot of stuff goes on Saturday. A lot of people have to go to work next day. They can't get hyped. They can't get, spicy. Saturday's a little bit more spicy. We play games. We do trivia games. We have a lot of Q&A, a lot of activity going on. Lots of great fellowship, y'all. It's always been a blessing to me, and I know it's been a blessing to so many others, because folks getting married up out of here, y'all. Folks getting married. They meeting.
And one thing before we go to Josette, because Josette, you get your hand up. I was going to say with the after parties also too. Remember that in the after parties, what happens in the after party state is in the after party. Yes. So in order to find out what happens in the after parties, you have to come to the after party.
Now that doesn't mean that things are not wholesome are taking place.
No. I mean, it's fun, but like sometimes we go into very in-depth topics that I know that sounded a little off, but sometimes we go into very in-depth topics and people share different testimonies and different stories. Sometimes we just laugh and have fun, just all kinds of random stuff. But it is a very safe space. So it's a sub of the big group. So it's a chance for you to come and meet people, connect. Like there have been couples that have been formed out of here. There have been friendships that have formed in the after parties. So come out and check us out. Josette, I'm sorry.
Oh no. So I don't know why this has been on my heart to kind of say the whole thing. All of us women on the screen right now, we're all beautiful women, but we all are also very vibrant. And just a reminder that some of the men out there are the shy and quiet type. I don't know how they're going to do what they need to do, but they need to lift it up. We need to tone it down. I don't know what to say about that, but it has been on my heart that like some men are just very shy and just very quiet and just want to be in the presence and in the moment or whatever, and they don't know how to get at nobody, or they don't know how to, they I don't know what it is, but yeah, y'all, I just want to say that.
Do we have some advice for them? Because I don't want to dim my shine. You know what I'm saying?
Just say, hey, Jelly. That's all you got to say.
No, they got to say good morning, Jelly. Good morning, Jelly.
I want to give the ladies who are not in a relationship at this time an opportunity to tell us a little bit more about yourselves. Okay, yes. All right, so I'm gonna go around the room. Keena, tell us. I know you have Elliot
I'm still
kind of hanging over here to the side, but still, I want to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit more that we have not already learned this evening that can help bring somebody in a little bit.
Hello, I am Keena from Jackson, Mississippi. I am a mother of one, and I work from home, and I love reading. I love mystery novels, and I just love life. And I love church. I love God. I love funny people. Sense of humor is a must. Kindness is a must. And I like someone that I can build with, that I can be his helpmeet and he can calm my storm. My DMs are open.
Well, all right then. Next, we have Jelly from Nashville, Tennessee. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, girl.
I don't know how I'm supposed to go after that. Goodness. Hey. I am Jelly. I'm 42 years old. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I am outgoing. Um, I'm very passionate about my community. Um, I love to laugh. I love to smile. I love the Lord. I'm also very down to earth, and like she shared, I'm looking for my person too. I'm looking for my safe space, and so that's all I want to say. My DMs are open for conversation.
All right. Keena and Jelly are open for conversation.
Kirsten in Sacramento, tell us about yourself, young lady.
Hey now, hey. I am a mother of one daughter. I'm here in Sacramento, California. I love to travel. I love to have fun. I love jazz festivals, gospel concerts. I just like to be on the move. I also like to relax and chillax and all that other good stuff. And I am looking for that person who will be my safe space so I can be his safe space. Okay.
Yes.
Hit my DM up. We can have a conversation and move on from there.
All right, kids. And hello, my name is
Gator.
Leslie. My name is Leslie. I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm 48 years old. I have no children. I've never been married. Still seeking to be married. I love music. I love movies. I like walking in the park. I like hanging out. I like laughing. I just like having a good time and enjoying life with someone and just want to share experiences. And I also, first and foremost, I love to travel and would love to find someone to go on these excursions with in the days, years, months ahead, all that stuff. So I have a job. Yeah, I have a job. I manage business operations for a nonprofit organization. So I do well. Ronald, I do not. I'm 48 years old. No, I'm pretty good with not wanting any children, but I definitely would love on anyone else's children. I do love children, okay, and would love on anyone else's children. So that is never an issue for me. But I will not be birthing any babies, Ronald.
Just ministries. Hallelujah.
Just birth, exactly, ministry. I'm loving God and love sharing God and being an encourager to others. All righty. So y'all, did y'all have a good time tonight?
We did in the ladies' room.
It's crazy though, because I was telling our executive producer Mike that we have not done this in over a year.
Yes.
It's been way too long.
Wow.
Way too long. So if you like
felt good to see me hanging out with you.
I have enjoyed being amongst you like-minded sisters. You're amazing.
You all are amazing, and I thank you all for giving us your evening, giving us your light and your laughter and your beautiful smiles. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully, we'll have some people request us to do this again, or even have some more ladies join in, because we've had some great comments and questions in these comments. So maybe next time, the next meeting will be another group of ladies who want to share.
And don't forget, if you missed the brothers panel from last week, definitely go back and check that one out too, because our brothers came out and had a chance to kind of talk on from their perspectives as well. So
exactly, that was on YouTube. It's on YouTube, y'all. Check it out on YouTube and even find the first ladies' night. It was last year sometime. Find that and look at that. So, okay, so we're going to move on to our announcements. Like as I was telling Katrina and so many others, after in about 10 or 15 minutes, once we close and we freshen up our lipstick and pat our face a little bit with a little powder, we're going to go to the after party. That will be a Zoom link that will be posted in the on each of the groups that you'll be able to join us for an extended fellowship. The kitchen is closed, so I will suggest that you go to your favorite wing spot, crab spot, burger spot to bring your snacks and your meal and your beverages to the after party. We don't share, but we don't cook either anymore because the kitchen is closed. Thank you, Ronald. The kitchen is closed.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay. And pay attention to these images that we put on the screen, y'all, because this is what's going to help y'all know and see the announcements to these events. So we saw the after party image that stays the same. See that image? It will always have a link. Saturday Night Social. They'll be this Saturday, 9:00 Central. Check your specific time zone so you'll know what time you need to click on that link to join us for the Saturday Night Social. We're going to fellowship. We're going to have a good time. We're going to laugh. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to wake up on Sunday morning and see somebody say you should have been there.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, Tuesday Talk will be back again, y'all. We don't know what y'all going to be talking about, who's going to be talking about it, but we will be back. And with another great panel of individuals sharing. If you have questions you want to hear answered on Tuesday Talk, please reach out to our executive producer, Mike Walker, and he will put them on the list of questions and topics to be discussed. If it's not next week, it will be in a week to come. And we would love to hear from you on anything so we can share, uplift, and encourage one another. We love you all. And that's it. Ladies,
don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Yes. Mike Walker SBC on YouTube. Share. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like tonight, we see all the love you're giving us. If you like tonight, let Mike know. Bring them back. Ladies' room. We want the ladies. Comment.
Yes. Don't let it be another year. Don't let it be. All right. Don't forget to send your stars now because we have to support this fellowship with a love offering. Okay, it keeps the Zoom subscription going. It keeps StreamYard and all this beautiful background that you're seeing and all this technology going on. None of this is free, ladies and gentlemen. None of this is free. Someone's paying a bill. So let's contribute. Let's contribute that so we can all enjoy this fellowship and not see it end. All right. Ladies, thank you once again. Y'all so cute. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.